Today's video is brought to you by Star Trek Fleet Command. I want to talk about Fallout 4 and New Vegas. A lot of people have been asking, which one should I play? Or which one should I play first? I'm going to answer in the video today with my thoughts on why I think you should play both, the strengths and the weaknesses of each, and just my personal standpoint. As somebody pretty new to the Fallout universe, I got sucked in with the hype of the TV show. I played Fallout 4 originally when it came out, but only put about 10 or so hours in. I never got to experience New Vegas in the heyday. I'm going through it for the very first time right now, and it's incredible. And then Fallout 3, I got a fair chunk through back in the day. So I'll leave Fallout 3 out of the discussion for now, but just mainly Fallout 4 and New Vegas. But before we hop in, a quick word from the sponsor. In Star Trek Fleet Command, you get to explore the vast Star Trek universe, recruit legendary characters, command iconic ships, and engage in strategic battles. Whether you're a die-hard Trekkie or new to the franchise, this game offers something for everyone. You can forge alliances, conquer territories, and customize your fleet in this expansive and award-winning universe. It's got 4X gameplay, which means explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. You'll be building your own empire, developing new tech, and engaging in epic battles. Plus, with new missions and ships added every single month, there's always something fresh and exciting to look forward to. Like right now, there's a specific event, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, happening. Prepare for epic battles against fierce foes like the Klingon and Gorn. It's the perfect time to jump in and experience the thrill of intergalactic combat. To start playing right now, you can download Star Trek Fleet Command for free using my link in the description, or you can check the pinned comment for that same download link. If you hit level 5, it helps support the channel. I want to thank Star Trek Fleet Command for sponsoring the video, and as always, live long and prosper. All right, so I just finished my Fallout 4 playthrough. I did a big review video that I'll leave linked down below. And I'm about halfway through my New Vegas playthrough right now. And I'll start with New Vegas. I think you should play this game if you want to experience one of the best RPGs maybe ever made. It has unparalleled choice freedom. The world adapts to your choices so fluidly, and it's kind of insane. I'm already planning my next playthrough, even though I'm at the 60% marker. The game has quite a few factions, all of which are very fleshed out, all of which have this karma system that reacts to the way that you play the game. And the choices you make with those factions directly impact the wasteland and your entire experience on the playthrough. And I'm going to do my best to avoid any spoilers, because I think one of the magical things that's happening right now with this New Vegas playthrough for me is I have avoided spoilers on the game my whole time playing it, and I'm just sort of overwhelmed at the sheer amount of choice that the developers are able to give you. Case in point, you start the game in Good Springs, and most of the first portion of the game is focused on getting to New Vegas, and there's multiple ways to do so. You can straight up, if you know what you're doing as an experienced player, get some gear and navigate your way straight up to the strip. But if you're a fresh player, you're going to get the tar kicked out of you, and you're going to run into so many challenging mobs. And the game subtly guides you to all sorts of different pathways and areas with different subplots that make no two playthroughs the same. At the same time, the choices that you make in terms of how you build your character, what you level up, the perks you select, have incredibly meaningful impacts. Like, if you go for a full speech playthrough, there are opportunities that you're going to get to just completely overturn entire quest chains, all because you've spec'd out your speech. Vice versa, if your science is super high, your lockpicking super high, you play the game the way that you want to. It is, in a sense, like so much choice, the way that I view games like maybe Divinity, Original Sin 2, or Baldur's Gate 3. It is so good for replayability. I've been going through Cyberpunk 2077 for a second time, and it's one of those things that I wish Cyberpunk had, where more of the quests within Cyberpunk would give you tons of different ways to play it with tons of different outcomes, because you're essentially going through the same story experience on rails again with Cyberpunk 2077. New Vegas, no two playthroughs are the same, unless you make like every single choice the exact way that you would. It also can create a lot of analysis paralysis. I am the kind of player, when I've been given so much choice, Oftentimes I'm worried, like, am I making the right decision here? And I might lean into save scumming a little bit harder than I probably should, because it's a game and you could always play back through it again. I don't know if any of you go through similar experiences. If so, let me know in the comments below. But sometimes if you are presented with just overwhelming choice, you may get intimidated and walk away from things. Gunplay is there. You know, it's an older title, and Obsidian games have never been known for the gunplay to be super great. You know, The Outer Worlds didn't feel super great from the gunplay perspective, but from dialogue, storytelling, main RPG elements, world building, New Vegas is astounding. And I am shocked. Like, every time I get on to play, I'm more and more impressed that the developers were able to make something like this in 18 months. And that it is still like a shining example of one of the best RPGs out there that you can play. Now, on the flip side, for Fallout 4, I do think for a lot of newer people to the Fallout universe or more modern gamers, Fallout 4 is going to jive much quicker. The gunplay is much smoother. A lot of the quality of life improvements over the years are just there to begin with. And the mod library that is available, yes, New Vegas has tons and tons of mods also, but Fallout 4 has quite a bit of great mods that we've been covering here on the channel that can make it play better and look better, sound better, all that jazz. I like the Commonwealth in terms of just exploration more. It seems very densely packed. Like, if you're just gonna get into that little Fallout loop of find a bunker, clear it out, get the items, go back, sell, rinse, repeat, discover a new side quest, stumble upon like this new building, go through, clear it, get new gear, rinse, repeat. If you really like that cycle, which I do, Fallout 4 is just so much fun, and I find it to be a lot lighter of an experience. You don't have to make the same kind of choices, because just like with Cyberpunk 2077, yes, there is some choices within Fallout 4's story. I'm not going to take it away. They just all sort of lead to a very similar endpoint or a similar conclusion, whereas with New Vegas, it radically impacts so much of the game, and it does feel like your actions in the world are felt immediately. What kind of is nice with Fallout 4, though, is once you've finished that main story, you can still exist within the game and the universe and continue to explore and do side content. And then the main reason I would recommend like a Fallout 4 playthrough is for the Far Harbor DLC. I think the Far Harbor DLC is like the beacon on the hill for me. When you finish the main story, you get to the Far Harbor point. It is fantastic. It does have meaningful choice. It's got an entirely new set piece, great atmosphere, cool storytelling. It's what I wish the whole of Fallout 4 could have been. And luckily, you know, if you're looking on sales, you can get the whole DLC pass for not very much for Fallout 4. Nuka World, on the other hand, it's cool, but I don't hold it on like the same pedestal. Nuka World is one of the other playable DLCs for Fallout 4. But if you want fun gameplay in terms of, yeah, the gunplay, and you want just great exploration, a world that can look really modern with the right mods, Fallout 4 is just super duper fun. In fact, I've been finding myself still wanting to boot it up even like 60 hours into this playthrough. So they're both great games, but they both provide a very different experience. The more RPG elements you're going to find in New Vegas, and there's a reason why it's viewed by many as one of the best RPGs ever made. Fallout 4, though, I went into it expecting a lot worse and left pleasantly surprised. I think it is a very fun game also. You just have to go in with different expectations. I wasn't looking for the same kind of RPG experience, and ultimately I left pretty happy with Fallout 4. Now, I probably wouldn't do a fresh Fallout 4 story playthrough anytime soon. If I were to do a new Fallout 4 playthrough, it'd be like a big overhaul mod, maybe when like Fallout London comes out. But New Vegas takes the cake when it comes to that kind of replayability, because I'm already thinking about all the different choices I would make on a fresh New Vegas playthrough. Anyway, if this video resonated with you, let me know. Thanks for watching. Like it if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and we will see you again in the next one.